Scotland, known for its scenery, tradition and historical influence on the world. From the towering bens to the black gold that runs deep in its seas, its unforgiving forests to its majestic beasts, Scotland is rich with produce, but no other export has shaped Scotland as much as its water of life. With over 100 distilleries producing this enchanting liquid, it's plain to see why whisky has formed the backbone of our heritage. Speyside, located in the northeast of Scotland, alone plays home to over 50 of these distilleries. But let's take a look at the heart of Speyside, Craigellachie. A wonderful location to enjoy the perfect dram. Located in the heart of Speyside with the River Spey and Thomas Telford Bridge at its doorstep, the beautiful hotel has stood proud since 1893. Its proudest possession is the world-famous whisky bar, the Quaich, with over 750 bottles of firewater.
Whisky pretty much started in Ireland before it came to Scotland. It was made in the monasteries by monks. They brewed beer, then distilled whisky and brought it over to Scotland. In Scotland currently there are 5 regions of Scotch whisky. You've got the Lowlands, Highlands, Speyside, Islay and Campbelltown. You need 3 ingredients to make Scotch whisky. You've got water, barley and yeast. First what you have to do is malt your barley, so you basically soak it in water for about 2 days, leave it to germinate, which basically means that the starch inside the barley will start to break down into sugar. After about 5 or 6 days you'll then collect it, heat it, and that will stop it from germinating. You then mash it, so you'll mill it down into a fine flour and then add hot water to it to dissolve the sugar. You'll then ferment it to make a beer, so it's basically you are distilling a beer technically, so it's very similar to making beer. It's a massive influence for the fact that this is the whisky capital of Scotland. Over half of Scotland's distilleries are in this area, so we're very much influenced by the fact that we have some of the biggest distilleries nearby. Macallan's literally just over the hill from us, Glenfiddich is round the corner, Glenlivet. These are some of the biggest names that you'll hear in Scotch whiskies. Probably makes such a good cocktail ingredient because there's so many different flavours when it comes to whisky, so there's so many opportunities to play around with the flavours, what to match it, what to complement it with, so it's almost like an endless supply for different types of cocktails. It's a never-ending cycle.
The Craigellachie Hotel uses the freshest of food within a 40-mile radius from the fields of Ballindalach to the depths of the North Sea.
Strive to use as many local producers as we can. The ethos of the menu is, where possible, sourcing within a 40-mile radius, so all our fruit is delivered fresh daily, comes from local suppliers. Our vegetable, our game comes from a gamekeeper from the local estate, so seasonally dependent, and the seafood that we get in comes from predominantly from Lossiemouth as well, meat from local farms. The provenance of being able to reliably inform your guests that you do use local providers, you can in fact prove that, and it just gives that history and that provenance to dishes that a lot of people almost expect these days as well. They want to know, what boat, which catch, so on and so forth. I think it just adds another dimension to a menu.
Whisky has helped make over £13 billion on an annual basis and employs thousands of people every year. So the next time you've got a tooth, need a beast to fill your belly, or are searching for a tipple to put hair on your chest, visit the homeland of whisky.